Well, good morning, Voyage Community Church family. Pastor Jeff here. You can see I'm in an undisclosed location that you've never seen before. Actually, some of you know exactly where I'm at this morning. I'm in my office here at the church, a place I don't come to very often as far as study and sitting down and that sort of thing. But this morning, I'm here recording this video for you today. Just as a reminder that you can continue to use our website for your prayer requests. So go to visitvoyage.org, and there you will find all the buttons that you need to find the various videos we've recorded in the past, our sermons on Sunday morning, and of course, a place for you to donate, as well as offer up any prayer requests that you have. And so we will be continuing to look at that on a regular basis. And you need to know I am praying for any of those requests that come in immediately. So once you send them there, once I go there to find those requests, I'm praying for you right then and there. I want to say thank you so much for those of you who are able to help out. A friend of Phil Vandervenen's, a co-worker of his who needed some monies for her family to buy groceries at this time. She's going through a pretty difficult spell right now, and so we wanted to help her out, and so we came up with about $70 towards that. I just presented her a $50 gift card, and we've got another $20 that came in very recently. So praise God for that. That's a blessing for this family that needs some help immediately, and we were able to do that. Some of you have asked about food donations. If you have food that you want to donate, we can kind of keep a stockpile, if you will, here at the church. We've got plenty of room for that right now. So if you've got some perishable goods or some non-perishable goods especially, bring them up here. I can get them to the people who need them the most when those needs arise. So if you have those items, I know I've got Maureen coming up, it looks like on Friday morning, to deliver some of her items that she's purchased. And if you want to purchase an extra box of cereal, an extra box of this or that, soup, that sort of thing, you're welcome to do that and then swing by the church. I will be here on Wednesday and Fridays from 8 till noon. You're welcome to stop by, drop off those particular items, and even share a cup of coffee if you'd like to sit down for a moment to do just that. So I want to encourage you to help out as you're able to. That would be really, really awesome, and appreciate those things. Let me share some things this morning as it relates to what we see on the news. It seems every single day. If you've watched the news, you can't help but notice all this talk about what the state of Michigan has deemed essential and what they've decided is considered non-essential. You've heard those comments, you've heard those remarks, you've read those stories. Indeed, some of you have been labeled essential workers and you're still working. You're going to work every single day like you were before, probably taking greater precautions, but you're still going into work or maybe even working from home. Others of us are deemed what they've called non-essential, and you've probably been laid off because you're considered a non-essential employee. Well, surely the debate isn't over those in the medical field. I mean, those in the medical field are surely essential, and we need those doctors and those nurses and the employees that turn up on a daily basis to serve our health needs, and we're praising God for those frontline workers. And we're surely not disputing our law enforcement and other professions that seek to keep us safe. Those are not the professions that we dispute. Our issue, though, is with those professions that say are needed, but some say are not needed, right? Well, as you can imagine, this has caused a great deal of debate. Liquor stores are open, for instance, because they sell some food items as well, although liquor is their primary business. Marijuana shops can still operate, but all the floral shops in town have had to close their doors or significantly reduce the business that they do and only offer curbside service and that sort of thing. Even worse for me, I can no longer visit my favorite bookstore or library in town because bookstores and libraries and the books that they offer are considered non-essential. And don't even get me going on the fact that I can still go to the store and buy lottery tickets, and yet I can't find anywhere to get my haircut. So my hair is going to get really, really long in the next month or so. So I'll have to wear a hat more often than not. So now that I've got you all fired up about all of this, you may or may not agree with me, but there's something here that I want to draw your attention to, and that's this. We are all essential. We're all essential to one another, whether we're working the same old job or we've been laid off, we're still essential. You stay-at-home parents, and many of us parents have become stay-at-home parents lately, are absolutely essential to your children. If they're anything like our kids, they would not get off screens, they would not eat lunch, they would They would never go to bed if we parents weren't there to keep them on track. We parents are absolutely essential. But even if you're retired, you're still essential. You're essential to your grown-up children. You've lent them a hand. Maybe you've lent them some money or your listening ear. You're absolutely essential to them. And even if you have no children, you're essential to your husband or your wife. They need you, and in turn, you need them. You're essential to one another. And even those of you on your own, living by yourself, you too are essential. You might be essential to a neighbor, checking in on them from time to time. You might be essential to a friend, giving them a phone call, sending them an email. And if that hasn't covered all of us, let me just say this. We're all essential and needed by one another. I need your prayers and routinely receive your prayers when I ask you for them. I need your encouragement, and you commonly provide just the encouragement I need. So young and old, rich and poor, working or not, we are all essential in God's kingdom. So if you're feeling a little blue these days and you're not doing the kinds of things that you're used to doing, remember that someone out there needs you. You can pray for them. You can make a phone call. You can send them an encouraging email or a text message. In these days of discontent and even discouragement, let's stop comparing ourselves. Let's stop comparing ourselves. We're all essential, and we all matter to God. So don't forget that. Let me leave you with some words from Psalm 33. I found these words especially helpful this morning. We put our hope in the Lord. He is our help. He is our shield. In him our hearts rejoice, for we trust in his holy name. Let your unfailing love surround us, Lord, for our hope is in you alone. May the God who created you and the God who cares for you surround you with his love and protection on this very day. Blessings, and I'll see you on Sunday. I can't wait to talk to you about a very familiar passage from the book of Philippians that I'm excited to share about. You can read it for yourself beforehand. It's Philippians 2, verses 5 through 11. Would love for you to read that beforehand and come ready to worship God this coming Sunday. God bless you. Have a blessed and safe day.